I always had love for dogs. Dogs always was my first love. But when I started my podcast and when I started YouTube, it was a little bit different for me. I wanted to bring awareness to some of the health problems that certain breeds would have that might be underlined that the average consumer or the average owner might not know about. I wanted to bring awareness to how important it is to deworm your dog, or how important it is to make sure your dog get, their blood work done at once a year. And I definitely wanted to bring awareness to saving money in your pocket because dogs cost. So Duro Lounge is one of those things where we conversate about things that we went through, things that we had to deal with, and what you might see in the future.
What you might see in the future. What up, my brothers? What up? Welcome back to Duro, Ricio, Bullycamp, where we are the podcast with the Brotherhood. What's up, brothers? What up, Mac? What up, Yellow? What up, my brothers, Kennel?
What going on, fellas? What's going on?
What's up, bro?
I get it, like folks flat.
What's up with everybody? How y'all feeling?
Good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Now y'all was talking backstage. Y'all was around, so go ahead and talk about some litters and stuff until I come back for a second. All right.
To ask Yellow, you leave a female with the puppies all day, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You know, and she, what is her behavior like during the day?
What now?
What is her behavior like during the day?
Oh, she's fine. You know, they fine. You know, they don't try to act no different than them.
Do you have a mother that you see discipline her pups, or she just let them, come when they're ready to drink? And, you know what I mean?
You said, do I have a mother that discipline her pups?
Discipline.
Discipline, yeah, that's what I need. Yeah, nah.
Very easygoing mother, right?
Yeah, like I got some, like the first couple of weeks, they don't want nobody looking at that. I got a couple females like that. You can't look. They want you looking at their puppies and really, real protective.
Taking pictures or nothing.
No. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about the other dogs.
Yeah.
I can take pictures. I can touch them and everything the day they have them. I'm talking about they don't like other people. Other dogs around.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they pretty much all of them like that. But BJ, you say you have mothers that don't like nobody around while they love them.
Yeah. Totally, man. Skeptic.
Like, I got this to get back.
Say that again.
Like she's saying, I got this to get back.
Yeah. Like the one now, she impressing me for real. At first, when there was 7 pups, though, she acted a little different. But once those 3 pups passed away and she had to only care for the 4, man, she had natural. But she had a litter before though. But she's doing better this time than she did on the last litter. She's just very, very protective of him, man.
My female gave me one little warning one time. I mean, it was just like a.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up! What are you talking about? But she ain't never shown. My female who had the puppy, she ain't never shown no aggression. Only when you come to the door or somebody in the yard, something like that. But she don't show no aggression towards other dogs or people.
But yeah, these dogs, they're naturally aggressive towards people though. So it ain't uncommon for them once they have a litter to show signs of aggression.
Mm-hmm. If I was breeding for that specifically, I would choose my male to move forward with that because he has those tendencies.
Yeah.
But, and then I got two females that has those tendencies, and then I got a couple of females that relax. So I got like a mixture of behaviors or temperament.
But yeah, not. I guess like she don't show hard signs of aggression though. Just being protective. You know what I mean? It's in her nature. So.
It's the nature.
Yeah, not like she want to bite or nothing, but she like she will. Just letting you know, like this is my time right now. She all right.
Speaking of nature, that's a big part of the separation anxiety in dogs because in nature they follow each other. There is no separation. Even the weakest dog or the lowest dog on the totem pole feel safe within the pack. So when they get separate, that causes that anxiety, in my opinion. You know, that that unsure.
All this brotherhood, all this sisterhood in here.
They in the chat.
Yeah, now I hear what you're saying, Mac.
Yeah, salute everybody in the chat, man.
Salute everybody in the chat.
Everybody, man.
Dallas World, what's up, Dallas?
Salute, man. Dallas World, you gonna love this episode, man. Jayar, what up, Jayar? Gorilla back. What's up, brother? Brotherhood, sisterhood, always, man. You got that thing. You got that thing about you, bro. You know what it takes to have that brotherhood, man. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Once this get us other way. Yeah, as soon as I get there, Dallas World, I wanna before I get there, brother. We're gonna get there as soon as we get the show started real quick. We could talk about that. My brothers that's on the panel. Matter of fact, my brothers that's on the panel. One more time, what's that word with y'all, man? Everything good with y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everything good on my end.
Yeah, I can't complain this week, Duro, man. I ain't have to work out in that heat.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. It's hot out there.
Man, it's the first week in years I ain't had to work in the heat, man.
I hit a replay. What happened?
No, we was talking about work. Just saying, I ain't had to work outside this week.
Can y'all hear me?
In that heat.
Yeah, I can hear you. You coming through good. I hear you.
He came
Mac,
out of
can you hear
nowhere.
Duro?
I ain't had to work. I was like, what?
Nah, that was me and Yella. Me and Yella saying it was hot this week.
It's
Am I coming
it's
through clear,
better than it
y'all?
was last week. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you out. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear you.
Mac, can you hear Duro?
All right.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, we all can hear you, Duro.
All right. All right. I was saying that, you know what I'm saying, it's easy for us to, you know, show behind the scenes the brotherhood that we got. But I just wanted to rap with y'all, you know, as I always do. Because it's just something that I like to do. Because as brothers and being locked in, we have to appreciate what we bring to one another. You know what I'm saying? And whatever that thing is, you know, we have to, you know, appreciate it. And it's easy, man, because I look at our comments sometimes, man, like on our YouTube channels, the ones that got YouTube, our Instagram pages, and we get a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? But you know, sometimes, you know, people don't like you, you know, because of something, you know, you did. You know, they struggle with the way other people respond to you. It's their problem, but that's just how it is, right? And whether it's at, you know, at your job, how y'all talking about work, whether it's in a dog game, whether it's on YouTube, you know, in life period, man, jealousy can show up anywhere, right? And you can't control how somebody feel about your success, man, and about you, about what you got going on, your personality, or the respect that you earn in anything that you do. So, you know what I mean? What you can control is how you respond to things, right? And you always tell us, man, because I tell myself, don't let another person insecurity, you know, change your character. Don't let another person, you know, that has a problem with, you know, with certain things. Don't let them, you know, change you and change your character. Keep on showing that love, that brotherhood that you got. You know what I'm saying? Keep being respectful and having that respect about yourself, and keep putting in that work, man. You know what I mean? Because the people in your life, you know, who's supposed to be in your life, you know, that friendship is always gonna be there. And you know what I mean? And that's gonna be spoken, you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna know what it is, man. And so like that's why I wanted to get the flowers to you guys, because, you know, Yella, man, from everything I experienced with you, bro, you've been solid brother, man, and I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, man, you know, you a real dog, man, bro. And you're a dog, man, in your way. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't try to follow nobody. You don't try to do this, try to do that. You know what I mean? You your own. And you know, I got nothing but respect for it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything. When I see your videos, I watch your videos, bro. You know, I'm always under there commenting, and you know what I mean? Because it's not just support on the lounge, just support, period. You know what I'm saying? So I see all that you do, bro, and it's appreciated. You know what I'm saying? And you know, even our phone calls, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even our phone calls, when we on the phone, we talk and chopping it up. You know, we could talk. We could talk for a long time, bro. You know, and we our conversation to go from one thing to another. You know what I'm saying? Just smooth. So, you know, I appreciate that, bro. Now, Mac, man, you know our relationship, bro. It go beyond YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? We check on each other, man. We talk as men when we can, and those conversations between me and you, you know, they always genuine. You know what I'm saying? So that's always one. BJ, You know what I mean? Me
What's
and
up,
you,
bro?
bro, we could be on the phone all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? Talk about pedigrees, bloodlines, dogs, period, man. And I
Straight up.
appreciate the knowledge you bring, bro. The way you understand me, BJ, as a man, you know what I'm saying? Because we wired a lot alike, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I always like the friends that I do have, bro, even ones I went to school with or I met different levels of life. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't glorify foolishness, but just the different paths that I've come across, that I met different men. It takes a certain type of guy to really be my friend. You know what I'm saying? And
Straight up.
just how we are, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just how we are, bro. We, you know what I'm saying? We like one of the same in a different way, man. But none of these relationships with none of you brothers, man, feel forced. You know what I mean? Nobody's is keeping nobody. Everybody is moving at their own pace and doing what they want to do and how they want to do it. And like I say, man, we support one another and we conversate with one another. All of us on the phone sometimes and sometimes individually. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real. In today's world, man, that's real rare to have brothers, come amongst each other and really have that brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never take that for granted, bro. You know what I mean? So I wanted to say that publicly, you know what I'm saying, to each and every one of y'all, because sometimes, you know what I mean, it's good to give brothers their flowers while we can hear it, and for us to continue to have an understanding of each other,
100, man. Well, we appreciate you too, bro.
All
For
day
sure.
long. Duro.
For sure.
Yeah, we appreciate you. I appreciate the platform that you put together. Yeah,
Thank you,
appreciate
guys. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's major because
Appreciate
he got
it.
me talking, man. Yeah, he got me talking. I don't even talk in my videos on my own shit.
Right.
Now you gonna have
But
to
that's just
start
good
talking, man.
because he talking now, man. He took over the last interview.
Hell yeah, boy. I ain't even say shit.
Right.
He had my blood going, man.
but really though, but honestly though, like I'm not really, that knowledgeable on the course, so but I like what he was saying though. Last
Yeah,
week.
nah, yeah. Vito.
Yeah, Bill, yeah.
Yeah, he very knowledgeable, man. But he was talking about them bulldogs, man. And, I breed with bulldogs, so that was an interesting topic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told Duro usually I don't get out there like that, but
no, you good.
Yeah, but Duro.
But some hair after I got out?
nah, it wasn't that. It's just we was back and forth, and like you said, you ain't even have to really say nothing because it was pretty much me and Vito the whole time.
What you about to say, Neil, Mac?
What you eating? Chicken?
Hey, I ain't eating nothing.
Some yellow.
I mean,
That
corn
might
on
be
the cob.
somebody else eating. Oh.
Corn on the cob. It ain't that street corn, man. You ain't got nothing on top of it.
Nah, it's just regular corn on the cob.
Well, I also look, man. I also want to show respect, man, to my chat, to our chat, man. You know what I mean? See, everybody's in here, man. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
I want to show
The
some
loyalty.
love to the people. Yeah, the people who continue to show up, man, and support the Duro Lounge week after week, no matter the episode either. You know what I mean? Della's World, you know what I mean? I appreciate you, man, always, bro. in real life, man, and on the platform, bro. You know what I mean? Lucky Mills, you 100, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. Whenever somebody messages me something, man, I try not to share it because I'm just a private person, man. But Lucky Mills was watching one of the episodes, man, and he was like, bro, I just want to let you know I'm catching the replay. He wasn't on the live or the premiere, but he was like, man, he sent me him watching it. And I was just like, man, that's love, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, man, because you guys don't have to support the way you do, man. And I appreciate that, bro. So that's why I always try to support y'all the same way, man. You know what I'm saying? I forgot a brother, man. I forgot two brothers that I wanted to say before chat. Hold on, but I wanted to give those shout outs to Abla Bang Bang and CDC. Those are the other brothers I appreciate, man. I'm always on the phone with those brothers, man. We always talking dogs, trolling, laughing, being fools, man. And I appreciate y'all, man. You guys, you young brothers, man, y'all are growing every day, being young dog men, doing what y'all doing, bro. And y'all way, however y'all coming, bro, y'all got believe that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. Don't let nobody say nothing about what y'all doing, man. Cause y'all doing it. So keep doing it, man. You know what I mean? Biz, Lorena, Rogue, Havoc 360, Gorilla's back, Lucky, Mills, Sosa's Den, Abla Bang Bang, Ja Yard, this John, man. Everybody that's in here, salute. We got Bakari in here, CDC in here.
We
salute
jumping
to
tonight.
all y'all. Salute to everybody. Yeah. Salute to everybody, man. He talking about BD is here, man. Bakari, Lucky Mills, Lorena, everybody. Everybody. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about right here, man. Ja Yard, everybody, Gorilla's back, everybody. Thank y'all, bro. Like, for real. And you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I truly appreciate every single one of y'all, man. You know what I mean? Like, for real. You know? This is I told y'all before, man, like, this ain't just a channel, man. It's a community, and that's what I want it to be. I want it to be a dog community, man, where it's all love. That's why I told y'all, you know what I mean, go push your dogs on the community page, man. Go post those dogs, man. Talk, show love, like each other dogs, man. Spark up a conversation. Let's talk dogs. I'm always in the mood for that, man. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's here, man, you know what I mean? Thank you for believing in what we're building. You know? What you say?
What kind of dogs you got in the chat? Let me see what y'all working with. I want to know what y'all got.
Oh man, they got a lot, man. They got a lot, man. Lucky Mills got some nice dogs. You know, Rogue got some nice dogs. I think Bakari got dogs.
Man, I done start following it and learned about a lot of people's dogs from this chat, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing but Brotherhood. Dallas World got a dog. You know, everybody, man. You know, everybody. Like, I appreciate everybody that's here. So I just wanted to say that, man. You know, that's something that. What y'all drinking tonight? Oh man, we got Old English over here, man. Since we all drunks, bro.
Bud Light.
You know.
Oh, this Jose Cuervo.
There we go.
What's up, son? Jose Cuervo, for sure.
You know what I mean? This boy, man, he always trying to troll, man. What's that word though, man? So let me ask you guys something, man. Let's get into it, bro. Now that I got the real talk out the way, man. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Oh, the Brotherhood, man. I ain't. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me go back, man. Hold on. I was being Duro. Let me go back to the Brotherhood and the sisterhood, man, because I will never, ever skip over the Brotherhood and the sisterhood, man. I'm gonna come back to those questions, y'all. Rogue Wolf Project, my brother, man. Rogue is such a positive brother, man, and I appreciate your positivity. We need more grown men like you, Rogue. If for real, man. I got so much respect for Rogue Wolf, man. As a dog, man, what he do?
Yeah, salute, Rogue. Salute,
man. He's a good brother, man. My brother, Lucky Mills. My man, Bakari, man. Bakari, thank you for coming, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, I've been taking everybody's phone, man. Yeah, I have them pull up the lounge, man. I'll use their phone. I'll push subscribe and hand them their phone back. I done did that to like 4 people. I ain't lying.
I appreciate it, bro.
I actually did it twice a day. For sure, I did it twice a day. I mean, they were inquiring too, though, so it ain't like, you know what I mean? I'm like, look, let me see your phone, man. I'm gonna get you right to it.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man.
I turn you to a subscriber, man. You're a subscriber now, man. All you got to do is go to the bottom and put subscriptions and.
Oh man, yeah, man. It's a lot of love, bro. It's a lot of brotherhood and sisterhood, man. I mean, you guys was just saluting each other so much, man, and it ain't forced salutes either. It's real salutes, man. You know what I mean?
We got a great community for sure.
We do, man. That's how I want to keep it, bro. You know what I mean?
Brotherhood,
that's how
sisterhood.
I want to keep it out. For real. You know what I mean? Up and down. I ain't trolled on your platform in a minute, had to. Yeah, I know, man. I already know, bro. I appreciate the troll. Man. I ain't gonna complain, bro. I'm glad I found this channel. Thank you, Gorilla's back. Thank you, man. I got my champagne.
What they call it when a troll get trolled?
You can't. I told the sucker. He can't troll a troll, bro. I just, you ain't nobody for me to respond to, but you don't really want me on your ass. You don't really want me on your ass, because I ain't gonna stop, man. But you know what I mean? I try not to get involved in that sucker stuff no more, man. You know what I mean? Oh man, come on, man. Yeah, I hate going. Yeah, hey man, I see all the alcoholics. It's like, no, y'all ain't alcoholics, but I see all the drinkers in here, man, shaking it up with us. Hey, y'all gonna like this one, man. We about to get started. I just had to show that love, that brotherhood that I love, and since it was a lot of brotherhood, sisterhood, I couldn't skip past it, man. CDC drinking, yeah, he drank. He was drinking just recently, man. He was getting drunk, man. I told him, man. I did not tell him. I told him he was gonna get drunk real soon. See, that's what happened, bro.
Yeah.
When you troll about people drinking, you end up being the drunk, man. That's what happened, man.
Type shit.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's talk some dogs, man. So I want to ask you guys something, and I want everybody to respond, chat. I'm gonna get to y'all 2 questions. I'm gonna get to this in a minute. I just wanted to get the show going so we can ball out. This is gonna be a great one. But excuse me, I wanted to ask you guys why crate training is one of the best tools you could give your dog, in your opinion. So let me know, all y'all, all 3 of y'all. Let me know.
Discipline. Yeah, I mean, you can structure it for discipline. Because, like, for me, for instance, I don't whoop dogs or beat dogs. So you have to implement some type of discipline.
Okay.
And crate training is a great way to do it. You know, especially when like you got kennels outside, outdoor kennels, or you know, just space for them to roam. And that isolation, you know, the time spent for isolation, depending on how you utilize it, is very important.
Absolutely.
I mean, it could be 5 minutes of crate training, but as long as your dog know the reason why you crate training, and once they learn the reason for that, it makes having a dog so much easier, keeping a dog so much easier.
But I've never crate trained my dog. So
kennel crate, same thing, yo.
But when you say a kennel, you mean like a. By me keeping them in the kennel, I mean I'm not. You mean like a big kennel or a little small kennel?
Like kennel, period. Why it's important for them to understand why they in there.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let them know this they boundary. You get out when I say you can get out. Like just discipline. You know that I'm in charge. You know, I feed you, you don't feed me. And just to kind of just keep them contained.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mac, you still there, Mac?
Yeah, when you compare the crate, the separation is the crate, and when you training with the crate, it becomes placement, and that's how you get the dog to love the place that it's in, and you can go out and work and shop and do the things that you need to do. Especially if you have a free walking dog that's in the home, and you suddenly want to put them in the crate to leave, you're going to create that anxiety. But if they understand that the crate is their home, there's different ways you can do that. I don't know if we go into detail, but yeah, once you make your dog get accustomed to the crate, and it understands that that's the home, that's the place it wants to be, naturally, then you can get rid of separation anxiety.
Okay. All right. I mean, all you guys is absolutely correct. When you introduce the dog to a crate or a kennel, it's very important because that's a place where they can relax and decompress, right? So when you think about why they need to relax, you think about a dog in the wild, right? Canines, they want to be in the den, for security. That's what dogs do. So crate training taps into that instinct for the dog to relax, to go in there and be able to relax and make sure, and they feel secure and safe, right? So that's the main thing. And it teaches them valuable skills, like how to be calm when they're alone. Dogs need to know that they are right when they are alone. That is very, very important. And I want everybody to understand that especially when you got pups, right? Because so many dogs try to bite out the kennel or the crate because they don't 100% understand that that's supposed to be their safe place, right? So what happens? They end up with a gum injury, or they end up with a tooth broken or teeth broken. And now what happens? You gotta take them to the vet. Now it's more money out of your pocket having to be spent because you didn't really take the time to help them understand that they okay when they alone. When you go out somewhere, and this is more so for the pet owners, right? When you go out somewhere, say even if you go and board your dog, a dog that's comfortable in a crate and know how to handle itself in those situations is going to be less stressed. And what you want to do is, we talking about separation anxiety, you want to take less stress off of your dog. Okay, you don't want your dog to have so much stress, because that's what people get that confused all the time. If a dog is in a crate and or a dog is in a kennel and another dog is across from it, and now he wants to fight his sibling or his dad or whoever across from him, or just a different dog, that's not necessarily mean that that dog is aggressive. That dog just might be bored or stressed. Now, you got to understand different breeds, right? Like, for instance, we got Rogue Wolf in here, right? Rogue Wolf got different. He got American Pit Bull Terrier, right? He got some American Bulldog, and he got some Mile in it, right? So when you think about those breeds, now a Mile is a dog that likes to roam, that likes to protect its property and what it's doing, right? That's the type of dog a Mile is. So a Mile likes to, they don't like to be in a confined place for too long. That's going to stress them out, right? Now you got the American Pit Bull Terrier, and you got the American Bulldog. An American Bulldog is a very stubborn breed, right? We already know what the American Pit Bull Terrier is, right? But what I'm saying is Rogue introducing them at a young age, it helps them understand, especially dogs like that, with that drive, it helps them understand how to be calm and feel safe if, say, Rogue go to work. Rogue wife got a doctor's appointment and he can't be in the yard right now. He got his newborn in the crib. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to look at it, because every second, every minute, we can't be there all the time for our dogs. We gonna step off. Everybody on here got a job. You know what I'm saying? Every last one of us have a job. So we can't be there 24/7 to see everything that the dog may do, right? But the main thing is to make it easier for the dog. So, you know, spending time with your dog and making it feel comfortable in that setting, you know, as a puppy, you know, that take that away. And when you don't spend too much time with the dog, right? Because if you spend too much time with a puppy, what's going to happen? It's going to always want you. It's just like a baby. You know what I mean? You spend too much time with a puppy.
That's what's wrong with all my dogs.
What? You spend too much time with them?
That's what's wrong with all my dogs, man. They got separation anxiety with me, man. With me personally. Like, I'm telling you, I'm serious, man. Like, if I go anywhere, they know when I start my car up, they know how it sounds. They know if I'm just making a run to the car, if I just slam the car door, like, they got complete separation anxiety, man. That's why, like right now, presently, I'm not posting Pongo as much, because that's one thing I'm working on. Like, because I train the way that I train my dogs, I have to spend a lot of time with them. But along with that brings separation anxiety, because I'm not really working on certain things that other people work on, because I don't really have to in a fashion of how I train my dogs. But it's also something that I look into as well, because I don't really have to work on sitting drills or state drills, because it just kind of come with how I program my dogs. But along with that is high separation anxiety, and I do not like it.
And why you think they got that though?
Because it's a lot of time well spent. So they like what's next? Like, I mean, even when I let them out, you can see them, like, they stand in front of me like, what's next? I'm like, bro, you didn't even go pee yet. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't roam the yard and even go use the bathroom yet. Like, they're just like, I know you about to bring out a toy. I know we about to exercise. I know we about to do something. I'm like, no, we're not.
Hey,
not
looking
even
forward
for
to
like
that.
Yeah, but I'm like, we're not about to do nothing for 2-3 days. You know what I mean? I got a busy schedule, but they still, every time you let them out, they just like, they standing in front of me. I can't go in my backyard and work out, because the dogs, they like, if I do some push-ups, puppies, you know what I mean? They want to lick you. They want to stand over you. They don't understand you trying to work out. So
well, you know why though? You know why, right? Because dogs is routine. Dogs is routine, and you know what I'm saying? Whatever say it is 2 days or 3 days back to back that you got time to spend with them, right? They looking for that because they remember that. See, a lot of people don't understand this, that bonding with your dog means something to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even when,
100%.
like, if you got a child, right, and you might just think like, oh, we just going to Burger King real quick and we just gonna get some lunch or whatever. But that time spent with your child at Burger King, going inside, not just taking it out and go back home, but that time alone with you, that means something to them. That's something they're gonna remember, and that's the same thing for your dog. So your dog is gonna remember
they're looking forward to that little trip to Burger King.
Absolutely. So that's how you gotta look at it, because they looking forward to that, right? And that's the main thing. So, like, CDC, this is a great question. And, first, I want to say this, though. We shouldn't confuse depression and separation anxiety, because they're not the same. See, separation anxiety is more like a panic response when a dog is left alone. You see what I'm saying, bro? So, like, that's like losing a companion, illness, or a major change in the dog's life. You know what I mean? Like, you had 2 dogs, one of them died. Now they by themselves. But as far as crate training goes, a crate can be absolutely, a big help for a dog to learn to relax and to feel secure. But only if it's introduced properly, like I was saying. So the thing about it is the crate ain't the cure. And I try to get people to understand that too. But it's a tool. You know what I mean? It's a tool that you should be able to go through. Like, I say this all the time. I tell people this all the time. This is good for you, CDC and Dallas World, because you guys like big mastiffs and big dogs, right? So, the joints on the mastiff and the big dogs, they usually get hurt a lot faster, right? And not hurt where it's like, oh man, you got to go to the vet, but it might be a little tiny injury. But you got to understand, don't be big-headed. So you will put that dog up in that crate or that kennel, and then you have to have them understand. You know what I mean? This is why you crate train, because you got to have them understand, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You taking it easy right now. You know what I mean? We ain't going for that walk that we usually go for right now. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take your butt out. You're going to go in this yard, and then it ain't going to be too much running and jumping and all that. And you're going to go right in your crate, because as the owner, you don't want to be too big-headed with an injury. You see what I'm saying? So if a dog is already in full panic mode, you know what I mean? Like, simply locking them in the crate won't fix the problem. But different breeds also respond differently, because, that's when we start talking about genetics. So, like, a Labrador, like I said, I'm a Belgian Mal, American Bully even. What's that dog? Lassie. What's Lassie, man? A Border Collie. They may all express stress differently. You see what I'm saying? But every dog is still a individual. And that's why it's important to look at the dog's temperament, the history, and the training, and not just the breed. Because if you get into it now, CDC, you're a dog man that knows. We was just having this conversation too on the phone last weekend. Like, you a dog man who knows, your mastiffs and what you looking for. So the bloodlines and so you gotta remember that temperament, right? When you get that puppy that you looking to get, when you and the brother do what y'all trying to do, when y'all remember that temperament that y'all like, oh yeah, the breeder told me this, that. All right, remember that. So in that kennel, your dog is, as a puppy, you break him in. But you gotta spend that time with him, especially like in your case if you only got one dog, right? Because that's when anxiety is really at the top. When there's several dogs, or it's 3, 4, that's when they kind of feed off each other. So if one chilling, most likely they all chilling. You know what I mean? You might have that one bonehead that ain't chilling, but for the most part, if one chill, they all gonna chill. You know what I mean? But that was a really good question. And I really like that question. Dallas World, you asked me a question too. You said one thing that's worked with Della was starting out with crate clothes to get used to it. Now, when she needs time to herself, she goes in and we leave the door open. Oh, that's great. That's really, really great, Dallas World. And, you know, for me personally, I like to start off like when I got Bane at 6 weeks, right? So when I got Bane, I took Bane, I put him in his crate. I already had a crate mixed up when I wanted to go pick him up, right? So the crate was already made. He had a blanket in there, you know, everything. It was raining when I got him, so it was cold out, right? Because it was winter time. So, you know, I already had the house nice and warm for him and everything. And, you know, I still had Dice Ferragamo, so she was a big help. But I stuck him in a crate and I went to Tractor Supply, you know. And when I went to Tractor Supply, you know, it helped him understand like, oh, I'm all right, you know, like real easy. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of did that the whole time from a puppy. I let him sleep, not out, but I let him sleep in the crate, right? And I let him let me know when he had to go to the bathroom. So if I know he up, once he wake up, if he sleep, I know he sleep. He ain't gonna pee in his sleep, right? I know if he up, 9 times out of 10 when a puppy wake up, what's the first thing they gotta do? Go to the bathroom, right? So you let them go to the bathroom. And then what they want to do, they want to play, act a fool. If it's not time for them to eat, then you let them. You give them that play time, let them play, let them do everything they're gonna do, right? And then after they eat, they settle down, they go back to sleep. So I put them back in his crate, let them go back to sleep. So then you walk away from them, like, you know what I'm saying? So you go somewhere else. You don't really stand around them. You let them relax and understand that, oh, I'm okay. You know, he's not reactive in the crate. But I'll tell you, my dog that is reactive in the crate, Chanel Blanco, the blue orca, aka Daddy's blue girl, she is very reactive in the crate. And so that's what I mean when you think about, you know, different dogs and how they are. And Bane is fine. She's the one that I gotta worry about chewing and eating and biting on stuff. Like, Bane doesn't do that.
I'm back, man. They kicked me.
It's all good. You back though. You know what I mean? Standard collie, but fairly similar. Yes, sir. Collies are good dogs. Now I want to go back. Gorilla Back, he asked a question that wasn't a question about what we talking about, but it was a good question. So let's go back for a second. All right. So Gorilla Back said, question for the chat. Is there another kind of breed of dog that you want or dream of breeding other than the breed you're breeding now? I like that question. And I'm going to take a break from the topic for a second to answer that question. But what you guys think about what he said? What you guys think?
Yeah, me personally, a lot had the opportunity to do it. Irish Wolfhound. I would definitely breed Irish Wolfhounds if I had the opportunity and the space to do it. And not breeding them as far as like to sell or anything, but for my personal, you know. When we was younger, it was, yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask you why?
I was about to elaborate on that too, but yeah.
Okay.
When we were younger, it was this dog named 8. But a guy we kind of looked up to had one, you know what I mean? And when I say looked up to, you know, like in the hood, everybody, you know, kind of like the guy who getting money and buying stuff and this, that, and the third or whatever. So this one guy in particular that was, you know, infamous around the hood, he ran around with this big old dog for years, and he was a bully too, you know, and that added on to the dog's personality. So you got to imagine a guy who's already, you know, kind of tough or whatever the case may be, or whatever, just running around with a dog who kind of matches his personality. You know what I mean? And this guy in particular, he was a robber, like proven robber. But long story short, the dog kind of carried the same type of personality. And this was the biggest dog in the neighborhood, or biggest dog you ever seen. I mean, on TV and everything, because we didn't have Instagram or none of that type of stuff back in the day, so we didn't know nothing about King Gals or any of those dogs that you see now. And it was just that dog. And the biggest dogs back then probably was German Shepherds. And so this dog like towered over German Shepherds. And you always seen him running, high strung, never tired, a lot of energy, alert, moving how he moved at his side, very disciplined, listening, long leg, structured, healthy, not the best looking, but just a great dog overall. And we watched that dog for years, you know what I mean? I was like, you know, over time, I'm like, you know, when I get older, I'm gonna get me one of them. I'm gonna get me one of them as a kid, but never got around to it. And of course, we stay in residential areas, so I wouldn't get one now. But if I had the space and the opportunity to, I would definitely breed average Wolfhound.
Okay. Yella and Mac, y'all still here?
Yeah, I would probably get I think we had this question before. But I'd probably get a pointer, like a German short-haired pointer.
Okay.
It's like a hunting dog, smooth coat. They got the long-haired pointer too. But I would get one with the smooth coat. Yeah, that's what I would probably get one of those. They like working dogs.
Is it those dogs that stay perfectly still, like real stealth mode?
Yeah,
real stealth mode they be showing nowadays. Yeah, that's them wild dogs.
You got the pointer. Now the pointer got like the long, like a regular tail, and the the German short-haired pointer, they kind of got like the half a tail.
Yeah.
So like a Cane Corso, Connie Corso, like that. Yeah, and they kind of come like in the what the color had like the liver patches on them.
Yep.
Like the brown color patches. They kind of look like a what's the dog? The Australian Shepherd.
They use them a lot when they bird hunt.
Yeah. I probably would get one of those.
Yeah, see, I ain't learned about them dogs until Instagram.
Okay, yeah, okay. I knew about them before then.
Mac, you there, Mac?
Yeah, I'll probably do a Frenchie or a Shorty Bull.
Frenchie or Shorty Bull?
Getting old, so.
Did you say you getting old?
I'll probably down, yeah. 10 years from now, I can see me having, you know what I'm saying, a couple of a male and a female French.
He want a real docile dog.
Okay. All right, I understand that, man. I understand that.
He don't want no piranhas, man. He want a goldfish.
For me, guys, I would have to say, I really think I would get me either the right band dog, or I think I would get me a let me say, you said also a dog that you could see yourself breeding. I would say labs, man. I would say black labs too. I would say either a band dog or black lab, man. I like labs, man. I do like Labradors.
For sure.
Yeah. So that's what I would get. Studying the Borbo breed, I learned They are really emotional when it comes to their handlers and owners. I interviewed a breeder, and he said when separated from his dog when separated from him, his dogs would attack each other. I don't know, bro. I mean, we talk about this all the time, and we talk about, stress from the dogs being locked up, or frustration, and or that those Borbles and those masters, they do a lot of resource guarding. So is it from that, or I don't know, man. I won't just say. I will say that some dogs, I don't think he's wrong, but sometimes I agree to a certain extent.
It's how you raise them, though, too, man.
If they have a strong bond, right? And if they got a strong bond with their owner, I think yes, some dogs do get upset, but it's important, it's important not to assume, because without looking at the full picture, it's like, how would you know that it's because of that, or is it because something else? Like, how long would they've been locked up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how long, did they work that day? Like, Borbles is another breed that don't like to just be locked up,
Yeah, like socialization.
Yeah, what I get from Borble breeders is how they breed. Some of them breed them for heat, and some of them breed them for docile temperament.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's who you got your dog from.
Okay.
That's major for sure. Because they got bad bird boys as well. So I agree with Mac on that. And that ain't my opinion when I say bad. I done seen people with bird boys, and I'm like, dang, that's a nice dog. And they like, man, this dog ain't worth a squat. I'm like, oh, all right.
I like Corsos too, Gorilla Back. I do. Big biz, frustration on top of anxiety. Okay. I agree, CDC. On top of rank and dog aggression, it happens. It's not necessarily a lack of commitment and being there. Most masters are rank or dog aggressive. Neapolitan mastiff, Rottweilers, Dogos is absolutely, bro, and that's a great observation. Like, I'm saying what you're saying. No, I'm not. I wasn't saying that, but I was just saying, like, because of that, the way those mastiffs are, bro, you can't just lock mastiffs up and just think, like they just gonna be cool all day. You know what I mean? Like, they probably would try to bust up out of that thing. You keep locking them up like that. So I wasn't sure the whole dynamic of what you were saying from the conversation with the breeder. I wasn't sure how that breeder is, because some breeders lock their dogs up, and so like they be upset, they be frustrated. You know what I mean? So you throw a ball in a kennel or anything, they just gonna be wrestling over the ball or whatever the case is, because they really want to come out of there, and that's the main thing.
How you raise them. Yes, how you
absolutely.
raise them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you got 5 bird boys, but you don't have a pickup truck, I mean, you know what I mean, or no land for them to roam, and that's not knocking nobody for their position or however you live in life.
Not at all.
I'm saying if you're not equipped with the right equipment to do the job, then it's gonna complicate, the job. And the overall mission is to make sure that the dog is happy and the dog lives his best life. So,
absolutely. But I mean, what I try to get through to people when people ask me about training and stuff like that is the main thing that you want to do with your dog is just routine, right? It's just routine, because your dog is going to understand when it's time to go for a walk. If you have to walk them, I mean, I don't care if you got a yard, you should still walk them, but whatever the case may be, right? But even if your dog, like, they know what time you're leaving if you go to work, They know what time they supposed to go out. They know what time they supposed to eat. If you sleep past the time they know they supposed to eat, they will wake you up. You know what I mean? Like they know. So it's all about routine and sticking to that routine with your dog, right? And that's how you gonna train them regardless. Not just crate training, but that's across the board. You know, with treats and routine is how they learn, because it's the same thing over and over and over again. It's just like I tell people, the mind of a dog is like the mind of a child, right? It's just like when we were growing up. We all remember to a certain extent when we was in first, second, third grade, right? When we were first learning our timetables or learning 1 + 1 and 2 + 2, right? It was routine. And saying our ABCs in kindergarten or preschool, it was routine that the teacher said, you know, 1, 2, 3, you know, ABC. It was routine that we kept saying it, and that's how we learned, from hearing it, right? So it's the same thing. If you persistent and consistent with your dog's gonna pick up what it needs to do and how it do it and how to do it. And the main thing is when your puppy makes mistakes, don't get frustrated with your puppy to the point where the puppy feel like you punish him to put him in a crate, because then that puppy is not going to want to go to that. They're not going to feel safe in their crate. They're not going to feel safe in their kennel. They're going to feel like every time you put them in there, they know them that this is when you do something bad, but this is also where I put you to protect you, so you don't get into nothing or do nothing that you ain't supposed to be doing. You know what I mean?
Hey,
and that's how you got to carry it for the most part. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to elaborate on that, right? So, you know, breeding, we have puppies and shit. So I used to be like, dang, the puppy done threw up. I'll be carrying the puppy to somebody or whatever, and I'm like, dang, the puppy done threw up in the car on different occasions upon breeding over years. So then you get mad. You're like, man, the puppy done threw up, man. Then you gotta stop, get the throw up. You don't wash the dog up, or you took the dog to the person, customer, whatever, however you want to word it. And so now the puppy done threw up. It's sitting there. The puppy got throw up on it because you driving. Can't really do nothing. Got to pull over and make the situation right. The whole time you're not even realizing, like, only way a puppy can throw up is if you time it wrong, basically. You know what I mean? Like, you feed the puppy and then you take the puppy to the person and you're like, well, I done fed the puppy. So you're thinking in your mind, when I get there, they ain't gonna have to feed the puppy. The puppy gonna be good, everything. Like, but not knowing, you know, the motion sickness that the puppy gonna have because you probably never took the puppy on a drive, and they're gonna create that anxiety, you know, and everything. And if the puppy wasn't fed, and I'm not telling you starve the puppy before you take the puppy out, but what I'm saying is certain mistakes where you mad at the puppy because you thinking that the puppy done threw up in the car, and it's like a puppy could have only threw up if it had it in the stomach. If it had nothing to throw up, then the puppy would have never threw up. So upon breeding, that's something I had to learn, timing in which to feed a dog when you're traveling with a dog to avoid a dog throwing up in the car. And thinking that it's the dog's fault when really it's the owner of the dog's fault.
Okay. That's strong, BJ. I like that. I like that, man. Hey, Yellow One, you still here, Yellow? You sleep?
Nah, I'm here.
Let me ask you something, man, because I see you. Nah, I always do that to him, man.
Well, I'm about to be in a minute, but go ahead. I've been up since 4:30.
Okay. Yeah. Plus, I realized when Yellow One stopped talking, man, he about to go to sleep, man. That's how I know. So you start off with your puppies in the kennel. Like I see you whelp them in the kennel. And so have you ever had a puppy in your setup? Have you ever had a puppy who just didn't understand? Maybe they got isolated from the pet, they got jumped, and you had to kind of like figure out what to do with that puppy or whatever the case is. Because sometimes, you know, because they're pack dogs, sometimes a puppy jumps a puppy, you know, that puppy really can't go back in that kennel because, you know, unfortunately they might, you know, do them in. And so it's one of those things where it's like, how do you control your environment with those pups, especially American Pit Bull Terriers?
Well, they don't. Now, I don't have any experience. My puppies, like one jumping on another one, and two of them trying to kill it, kind of jump another puppy. I haven't had that. Everybody pretty much just kind of just hold their own, and with my litter. But I hear stories from other people's yards where they say two dogs killed two puppies killed another puppy. But I don't have that problem on my yard. I don't have that. They kind of like all of them kind of just they can all kind of hold their own, and so yeah, I hadn't had that problem though.
Okay. And so like what you say?
Do you feed them together or separate?
They feed together.
And so in that type of setting, Yella, have you you never had like anything like that, but have you had a dog that had like bad anxiety?
No. Mm-mm. See, like I think we had talked about this a while back. A lot of times dog owners will create anxiety in their dogs.
Absolutely.
Like I think I said this before. The separation thing. The dog has to know, well, this is your boundaries. This is your area. This bed is my area. You're not sleeping in my bed. Your bed is in the crate. But when they put them in there and they get them and they whine, they let them come sleep in the bed. So that you have to be just as strong. Hey, eventually they'll stop all that crying. They'll stop. But when you start, you let you give in and come on, you can get in the bed with me. You ain't teaching the puppy nothing.
Right.
Then when you do, and now he's growing up, he's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But he got anxiety. He can't be away. He can't be away from around you. He got to be around you because,
That's the comfort zone, right?
Well, no. What he should it's his comfort zone to him, but he should have been trained as right. But as a puppy, he should have been trained. Look, you have to understand you can't be around me all the time. I think I was telling y'all this before you came on here, BJ. There was a dog I sold somebody, and he had got it so bad to where they put him on medication, and they kind of to me I feel like they kind of fuck with him even more. They put him on anxiety medication, and
so what they put him on? Trazodone?
I don't know what it was. I don't know.
Something with a side effect.
Something with it, but he jumped on the other female they bought from me. He jumped on about 3 times, and about that third time they were like, "Nah, he got to go," and they got rid of him. And then he went to another yard, and he was adopted out, and then they killed a little house dog, so then they ended up putting him down. Well, see, this is all, but they don't know as owners. I think they learn a lesson. If in the future, if they get another dog, they have to understand. Look, you have to know your boundaries. You can't be up under me. You have done. That's a part of training them.
And letting them know
you can't.
I said that earlier though. I'm guilty of that, and that's what I'm learning within my own training, because like not only am I a breeder, but I train, and the way I train, we train so much. I don't really work on sit your ass over there. You know what I mean? I work on get over here and stay by me and walk with me, and we moving like this. So it creates separation anxiety. So I have to find a way to deal with that and cope with that. You know what I mean? So absolutely, people create that. Not in every dog, but in some circumstances.
Yeah, some circumstances.
Yeah. Because we talking a lot of dogs with me. We're not talking one.
I feel like the more... Yeah, for sure. But I feel like Live Your Life said here, He said, just give him something to do. Some dogs want to work. And it's the absolute truth. Like some dogs need the mental stimulation so that they won't get bad anxiety. Like for instance, and then you have to know the breed as well. Like if you got American Pit Bull Terrier, you got American Bully, you got Amstaff, you got a Labrador, you got a Golden Retriever. These are breeds that will they will have separation anxiety. You know, it's a lot of bully breeds that have separation anxiety. And sometimes it's misdiagnosed. Like sometimes, you know, if an owner pass away and say a dog goes to the shelter, a dog would be deemed aggressive, but the dog is not aggressive. The dog don't know what the heck happened and why is it there, because all they know is that they were safe where they were at. You know, so it'd be hard sometimes for some of them to adjust to what they need to adjust to in a different setting. Like every dog can't start over, you know, and it's the truth. Like Max say it, I say it. Max say, hey man, if I had to take my dog somewhere else, they'll flip out, man. They'll flip out. Like I can't get them to nobody else. And that's how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't be you can nobody else can have Chanel. You know what I mean? That'll be me failing her. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't another man can't take Bang. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's one of those things is where it's like you definitely couldn't take Dice. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things, it's like those are dogs that they have to be with me. You know, I can't get rid of them. It's no rehoming. So I don't understand how some people can rehome certain dogs, but they say that their dogs is like this or like that or this, that, and the third. And I don't understand how they could go with people that they don't know and they don't tear those people up. Because I've seen at shelters, you know, owner die and it's not even really an aggressive dog, but it can be a hound dog, and that hound dog then bit somebody's leg. You know what I'm saying? Just for the simple fact that it doesn't know where it's at in this environment, you know? And it's just the truth. Yeah. You know? Absolutely, live your life. Live your life, say exactly, in the breed. Know your breed. Yes, you have to know your breed. That's very important. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro.
Yeah,
live your life. You can
go ahead, bro.
Live your life. You can hit me up on IG, man. You can hit me up on IG. I got IG, man. Same name. Yeah, you can hit me up. Same name, man. What you was about to say though, BJ?
No, he right about what he said though, because if you had a pack of Great Pyrenees, you're not going to deal with so much separation anxiety and all of that, because those dogs are more of an independent dog than what we call a loyal companion or a family dog. You know what I mean? Which is that bull breeder dog, and that's why. As well, knowing your dog, a lot of times you're going to deal with that anxiety and all of that, and knowing the dog makes a difference, because a Nikita, or you know what I mean, just when you get out there in different breeds that's made to roam and hold down areas versus just
and Nikita is definitely made to roam. Yep.
Yeah, versus just your porch or your backyard where we try to sometimes keep dogs. You know. And that's why I stay within a certain realm of breed and a certain size, because I always keep in mind I'm residential. Like some of these houses are 5 and 10 feet apart, where you and your neighbor almost can slap hands when y'all come outside. You know what I mean? So you don't really want to breed a Kangal in this type of area, even though you might be the best Kangal breeder. You have to keep in mind your neighbors and the breed of dogs. So with that being said, absolutely, knowing the breed of dog makes a difference on the anxiety, because there's dogs out there that's very independent. Because we can't get, I mean, certain times you have like a pit bull that'll do something like a border collie will do, but for the most part, like a border collie, I mean, a pit bull is not going to herd a herd dogs. You know what I mean? They're going to chase them, and it's a prey type of situation. So, yeah, knowing your breed matters.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then when you understand, like, when you understand your breed, but then you understand different breeds, then you have a better outlook of it. Like, because for instance, like a German Shepherd is an independent dog. Like you said, um, the Pyrenees is a great is a the Great Pyrenees is definitely an independent dog. Most herding dogs of the the Mile, the Australian Shepherd, they
But I can't believe it.
you said the what? Oh, I thought you was talking. Uh, the Kangal. You know what I mean? Who else? Like German Shepherds don't want you in their face, so that's definitely an independent dog. Um, but when you understand different dog breeds, then you understand what you need to do if you was to acquire these dogs. You know what I mean? What dogs like children? Like I always say, what dogs don't like children. What dogs, you should supervise your child with any pet anyway, but what pet can you turn your back for a second and know that your child is cool with the animal versus like me personally, I don't trust German Shepherds with kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I that's something I wouldn't trust. Like, you know what I mean? And so like it's certain breeds that I know that's a little bit more, depending on the size of the kid, is a little bit more prey driven. So, just understanding and knowing what you have and understanding your dog, then you're not going to fail them. And I always tell people it's very important not to fail your dogs. You know what I mean? If you love your dogs, everybody on this panel love their dogs. They do what they can for their dogs. So we are a different type of dog men, because some dog men, they'll tell you straight up, I don't care nothing about my dog. The dog go over there. I don't care, whatever the case is, right? So everybody here love their animals. They love their dogs. Some certain dogs are special to them and for different reasons, right? And so, like we don't ever want to fail our dogs or fail them like that person that had one of the yellow puppies and the dog had to end up being put down because, they didn't really understand what to do with him, it sounded like. You know what I mean? They messed,
right?
Yeah, they messed him up completely. You know what I mean? It's not his fault, but you know what I'm saying? They messed him up. And that's just how you have to be. Yes, any shepherd. Yeah, for sure.
And they like I said, they good people, man. They still got the other female from me. They still got Hazel. So, I mean, yeah, they just, thought they was doing the best and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look here, man. I got to get up in the morning, so I'm going to go and get up out of here.
Okay, brother.
Right, brother,
we almost out of here anyway.
Okay, then I'll catch y'all later.
All right, bro.
All
right.
I spoke to a dude. He sees his dog only 4 times a week. What? He come to eat, then gone for the rest. He got like 50 acres though. The dog got a den he dug like 2 acres away from the house. He stays there. I mean, hey, that's their nature though.
That's because like that dog eating all rabbits and all type of stuff. Like when you got 50 acres, like that dog is eating for sure. You got to know that. It's definitely rabbits and a whole bunch of stuff. Lord forbid he eat a bird, because then you got to worry about the disease of that. But which is a whole nother topic. We'll talk about that. Cock City a whole nother time. But that dog is definitely eating for sure. Yeah, 50 acres, that's primal instinct right there.
Yep, that's a fact. Let me see. I was like, damn, that's Dig living life. That dog living life. Yeah, that dog is living life, man. That's a great question, Della. That's a really good question, man.
And two, because you see a dog on 4 days don't mean that he's not leaving a lot of food. Like, because you also get You also create good diets by fasting a dog too, because if you give a dog a certain amount of pounds, that's going to last them 2-3 days of even the recycling system, and you know what I mean, like inside, like they going to do what they need to do for 2 days. That dog is going to poop for 2 days. You know what I mean?
For
Because
sure.
you know gave the dog so much food, so you can't
For sure.
necessarily feed a dog a certain amount of food for 7 days, and then
Sure.
14 days, and then 21, and then just keep that up and never let the dog get it out of his system. So that's what I was saying as far as a puppy growing up. When you take a puppy to deliver it, or you take a dog to the park and you like the dog done threw up. Well, if you fed the dog at 11 o'clock in the morning, and then at 12:40 you wanted to take the dog on a ride, within that time you didn't let the dog get it out of the system in the backyard, the side, or wherever your waste area at, then the dog is gonna probably throw up, because now you gotta worry about motion sickness. And it's the same with everything else. If you don't let that dog get it out of the system,
Same
you know,
thing.
then you're not properly feeding the dog.
2 hours after you feed your dog, then you take him on a ride, or you take him for a walk, or you work him, or whatever. But you gotta let your dog digest first before you start doing stuff. And you know, you got to be careful when you do those types of things. When you constantly, you know, like, because I know a lot of people now, and it's becoming a trend. Like everybody want to go for, you know, the 2 mile, 3 mile walks and all that. And I like the trend. I'm seeing it a lot on Instagram. I like it. You know, it's nothing like a walk to build that front and that rear on that dog. So trust me, I love it, man. But the thing about it is just knowing how to feed your dog, knowing when to go for that walk. Not just on your time, you know what I'm saying? Just let your dog digest, so you don't have to lose your dog. You know what I mean? Dallas World. So that a feral dog, bro, is more so like a dog that didn't have no human, you know, socialization at all. So it's one of those things where it's like a dog that's like a homeless dog. And that's why. Now his dog is not. Don't become that because he know him. It's on his property, so it won't become like that because it's on his property. He know him. He socialized it. He had the dog as a puppy. But if it was a dog where it was like, hey man, it never been, you know, socialized, never been around. Yep. There you go. Yeah, I didn't even see your comment, bro. There you go. Boom. Live your life, got it. Yep.
My bad, y'all. I got
Dang.
my phone in my pocket, so I can't look at the comments.
No, you good, man. You good. Yeah, the dog. Yeah, exactly.
Mac on here still?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac's still up here. Nelly now Mac, man.
What it do, pimp?
Y'all gonna do this?
What's your take? What's your take? Yeah. Go on, talk about it, though. I know.
Y'all gonna do this? Y'all gonna do this? Reading the what, man?
Please talk about this, man.
Man,
you know I want to talk. You know I want to talk about this.
I gotta catch you on the 6 months. Man, I gotta catch you on the 6 months.
You say you got a question?
Gotta catch it on the next week.
Oh, you gotta catch it.
Yeah.
Oh, on the next 6 months. Okay.
I'm saying though, so we is doing it.
Yeah, I totally wasn't ready just now.
No, that's cool. I just need to know if we moving forward. That way I know how to at least, you know what I mean, prepare my preparations, man. Because me and Duro talked about it, man. He know I'm highly anticipating that, man. That's something I would like to do. Because I seen your program, and I didn't really know you had as many dogs as you had, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know, you know, and that's what we doing, man. We breeders, so I would definitely like to put that together and see that through for sure. Because we kind of got the same thing going on where we kind of stock with the same blood. You know what I mean? Yeah, and need a outcross. So
At the same point.
yeah, they give us both the equal opportunity to do what we need to do, and then like we like-minded people. So I don't think we're gonna have any complications outside of whatever God brings to the table for sure.
For sure. I don't know what that is, like your life. I have no idea what that is. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think you like the second dog man that was in
What'd he
this,
say?
that was in our is on. He said y'all heard that. I don't even know how to say that dog or whatever what that is.
It's still up there on the panel. Hold on. Let me see if
Yeah,
I
it's a
can
little
catch it.
better. But I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I don't. I know the breeds that I know that I've worked with that I've
What is that?
owned.
A cone you see?
I don't know no breeds that I've never owned, bro.
Yeah, I ain't
Or no
never heard of
dogs
that
that I
dog
never.
either.
I met one before. A guy had to fly in and out. Fly in and out to get that dog. Oh, word?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is a dog, yeah. I wasn't sure what that was, man. But I'm never gonna front my move, man. If I don't know something, I'm gonna tell you I don't know, bro. Because I'm not a know-it-all, bro. I tell people, a lot of people think I be trying to be a know-it-all, but I'm not, man. I promise you. It's a wild dog out in Aruba. Oh, but people, dogs on that island been breeding wild for years. Not a breed type of people starting to get into them. Oh, okay. Nah. Man.
It's a wild
I'm
dog.
in Philly, bro, so I don't think I would ever hear nothing like that. Yeah. Yeah.
See, but that's probably like a breed that done made itself, man. From like, you know what I mean? You know, like you view a real, and it's a bunch of dogs on one street, and then somebody pull up with a truck and just dump out 13 bags of dog food, and a bunch of dogs come from everywhere and eat the dog food. He talking about a dog that done kind of it created itself.
Shout out, man. Man, shout out to Mexico, man. I seen, bro. It made my heart happy. I seen in Mexico, they have the gas stations out there have dog feeders, like for the stray dogs. So the
Yeah.
dogs can come and get something to eat. It's like a bunch of food in like this little this big feeder thing, and the dogs can go in there and eat, man. I thought that was dope, man. I was
But
like, go ahead, bro.
go ahead. Now I was about to say I would have never tried to coexist my dogs the way I do if it wasn't for social media, bro. Like when I seen like a person that have like 180 hounds, like the same type of hounds, you know what I mean, and just in a different country, and all these dogs is just like waiting on a certain command, and then they feed the dogs, and then all the dogs go over there and eat. That kind of like enhanced the way that I train my dogs now. That's why we all coexist, and it's so much that every dog like work together and what we do because of that. Like, outside of me seeing that, I probably would have never even tried what I do nowadays. That's just being real, but it gave me a perspective. I'm like, dang, if they can do that and coexist, like it gotta be a way you can make every dog coexist. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
You know, from seeing somebody else do it, and it's just taking it, you know, and along with the confidence of my training and experience, you know, led to what it is. But for sure, it definitely got a lot to do with those other countries and how they you know do their dogs. 'Cause over here, we didn't do that. Like you train your dog up over here, you keep your dog over there, and that's just the dog's place. Like them dogs never really play together unless they grow up together, which create the litter syndrome and everything else. But once you isolate them and keep this dog there for its purpose, them dogs didn't never grow up together.
Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's crazy. Live your life, man. That's crazy. That's man. I don't want nothing like that, bro. I do like a little fire and desire, man, like Rick James and Tina Marie sing, but I don't want nothing crazy, man. Yeah, they got dogs that you never heard of in those different countries, man, and it's so crazy because they all over there and they pets too. Like they not just street dogs. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they real pets, but it's like dogs you never heard of over there in different places. Like even Dominican Republic, like just different places, man. Like you go over there, you see all types of different dogs, man. Some of them be nice on the beach, man. Some like that's a fact, man. But you know, that's just how it is, man. Anyway. Right. Yep. Depends on the dog. Yep. That's how it is. But that temperament, like I feel like what does temperament mean to y'all, man? Like I feel like temperament is one of the number one things when you doing the breeding, because I know it mean a lot to you, BJ, because we talked about different Jones, because I had asked you to do something for me and you was like, nah, Duro.
I was trying not to comment
You-
too when you just asked that, bro. I was like, look, I'm sitting over here like, don't comment. You're glad, not for sure.
we ain't gonna say too much. We ain't gonna say nothing, man. But like, you know what I mean? I just was saying, like, you know, I know temperament mean, but it means a lot to me, man, because I like a well-balanced dog, but I like a confident dog. Like, you know what I mean? I like a dog that is hard to break, but a dog that also is a family dog. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's one of the reasons why I love the American Bully so much, is because of the simple fact, like it's a very versatile dog if you know what you really doing with the dog. You know what I mean? If you're not trying to make your American Bully a American Pit Bull Terrier, if you really know what you're doing with it, shout out to my dog, New Vision Bullies. New Vision Bullies got dogs, man. They be on a crab boat, man, fishing crabs. Like, I mean, it's just so many versatile bullies, man, and I just like that style, you know, of dog. That I think that's just why it's my breed, along with the American Pit Bull Terrier and the Amstaffs. But it's just like, you know, temperament means a lot to me. You know what I mean? Because I like that dog that can do all of it. You know, they can protect when they need to protect. They can, you know, they can be nice when they need to be nice. Like, you know what I mean? Like they can, you know, do anything. Be a working dog if you need to be a working dog. They your hiking buddy. You know, American Bullies, a lot of people sleep, but they love to work. I know mines do. You know what I mean? Like they love to go on walks, man. They love to be outside. Like they love to get that work in, man. The flirt pole, biting on stuff, all of that stuff. They love that stuff. So I don't know how certain people be like, oh, American Bullies. I don't know what type of bullies they had, but you know where they talking about. But I know I can only speak for me. Like I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. And then I see other dog men that got the same experience as me. So I don't know. yes, temperament is number one. You know what I mean? Live your life. Temperament is number one, man. Because if it's just unstable, I don't think I want anything to do with it. I don't care about how it looks or anything, or trying to fix it or nothing. Like if it's just too unstable, I don't want it. You know what I mean? I got some family members I love too much to even have something like that around, you know?
I got three questions for you though, Duro.
For me? Sure, bro.
Yeah, I got three questions for you.
Sure.
Did you grow up with chows? Do you see them? And do you know where they at?
I did not grow up with chows, but there were chows around in South Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean that's what I meant by grow up.
But I never.
You haven't.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, I did. And you said what else?
Do you see them now?
Now,
Yeah.
no, not that much. No.
Do you know
And the
where they
reason
at? Or do
why
you
is
know how to
because they
find them?
temperament.
Got
I
you.
do.
Okay.
I seen some on Lancaster puppies. They was actually not too far from you, BJ.
Yeah, I
seen
did time.
somebody a
I did
breeder
time
out
in
in,
Lancaster. I did time in Lancaster. Not to, talk about that or whatever, but yeah, I know where Lancaster at for sure.
no. I meant LancasterPuppies.com.
Oh, my bad. I'm in Lancaster, Ohio.
No, but it's all good, bro. I know you, bro. You ain't glorifying no goofy or whatever. You
At
know what I
all.
mean? Like you just saying what
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it, what it was. Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt. But yeah, I've seen some on Lancaster puppies, man. That I seen. I was looking at because you know why they kind of fell out of favor is because of their temperament, man. Like they was a
No,
very very hot
that's
little
why I said
firecracker dog.
right. That's why I said that because you was on the subject of temperament, and I was like, a very
Yes,
hot
sir.
dog was a child. You know what I mean? And that's what, like as a kid, a lot of people, some things you don't realize you learn as a kid and you carry it as an adult, and you don't even know why you have that knowledge or that drive or that passion or where you picked it up from or where until you tap into that and figure out what that's about, like
Yes,
child
sir.
for real
Yes,
child,
sir.
but child was like a dog that a lot of people idolized when he was kids
Same with
Absolutely. In the 90s, that was the dog to have, man. What you say, Matt?
for temperament.
same with the boxer.
You said with the
The
boxer?
boxer,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm mad how the boxer kind of fell off now. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of the same way as the Doberman. You know what I'm saying? I see the Doberman kind
Diminish over
of
time.
fall off the health problems. Would you say?
Diminish, yeah. What you saying? Health problems, yeah.
Yeah, because of health problems, and I just kind of seen that with the boxer, man. Like it was so many boxers, bro. Like that came in with like cancers and like different like brain problems.
They start gaining that cherry eye problem.
So that's fixable, but some of them had like neural problems that was like brain cancer and like just like a whole bunch of different other problems that was just like the correlation of them. Like some of them couldn't, like if they walked they would like fall over. Like I've seen that in the hospital. Like it was just like crazy things, man.
You mean
So
like
that,
the limbs couldn't? What you
yeah,
mean they
because
would fall over?
like if you got a brain tumor, bro, like you know what I'm saying, your balance is off. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
That breed was punished with asthma or some shit. You know what I mean?
Asthma?
Yeah, it's like they was born with like they like they all got asthma.
I didn't know that. Not saying I don't believe you,
I could see what he's saying though, because I seen a lot of them and their tongues hung over to the side, and I'm like, bro, what's up with your boxer?
right.
So I could definitely see like what he's saying. Like I never
But a
heard
lot
of
of
it
that be like
per
structure
se,
of the
but
face. A lot of that
no,
be
but
like structure of the
but
face.
asthma is attached to breathing, and therefore, if the tongue is
Absolutely.
just completely hanging out the side of your mouth like a Goofy movie, you know what I mean? Then I can see what he's saying. I never heard of it, never seen it, but I can see what he's saying. Why asthma would be attached to that as boxers, went on, because you don't really see them no more. I seen a lady, she put over two nice ass boxers. I was like, dang. I complimented her. She was like, well, that's because they're from a champion bloodline, a champion replica
Hey man,
breeder.
you when you doing something nice, like you doing like a breeding, like American Pit Bull Terrier, some boxer is definitely gonna give you a certain look. You know what I mean?
That's the toughest looking dog on earth. especially with a thick chain on his neck. Nothing.
You said it's the what? What'd you say, Mike? It's the what?
That was the toughest looking dog on earth growing up. You know what I mean? Like with a thick chain on his neck.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Because growing up, we got those mixed up with the bull mastiff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like growing up, the box and the bull mastiff kind of had kind of like the same type of style, you know, same type of look. You know,
Them jokers would act like they coming through the fence trying to get.
Oh yeah. I mean, just beautiful dogs, man. Just beautiful dogs. I hate when I see like a good breed, man. Just just wasn't bred correctly, man. Kind of like like go out, go out more, kind of sucks, man.
Yeah.
When you think about it, kind of sad too. Because I mean, that was just a good dog, man. The boxer was a great dog, man. But I don't really like what they doing to the bull terrier now either, though. I mean, there's some people keeping it thorough with the bull terrier, man. But then I seen something and I was like, what is going on, bro? Like, what?
They breeding them with Presser Canarios, I see.
Yeah, and then there's American bullies and something else. I was just like, what is going on, bro? I don't understand.
I'm not gonna lie though. It's I can't think of their name, but it's a guy that's breeding with the Pressos, and they've been doing it for a while to the point where it's a whole program. I like
That's
that
crazy.
dog. I like that
You
dog
like it?
because and I'm gonna tell you why, because they literally show you they hit and miss, bro. Like they don't hide nothing. Like you see where like it's a hit and you see where it's a miss. Like they like this dog is three years old and it's no, for real, this dog is 3 years old and it's 3/4 of this and it's 4 that, and we get into all the fractions and everything. My beliefs.
No, I was laughing at Live Your Life. He said it sucks.
Which part? The dog?
I don't know, but it was just funny when I looked down and had a new comment. It said it sucks. I was just like,
I mean, even if he's saying that dog, like that's his opinion for sure. He entitled to that because, like, that's just that. But in general, what I was saying was like, I like the ones where it's a hit. Like whatever vision that you got, like you said, in other interviews, like the tunnel vision of it, and just like them staying on their mission. When they do hit the productions, I'm like, I see why somebody decided to breed the bull terrier to a Presser. But me personally, I would never try to shrink a dog. That big down to that size. Like I think of that dog, and we talk about that when we talk about it. The rear end, I would never play with that like that. But they show you when they hit and they miss, so it's like I get it.
No, he was talking about what they did to the boxer when he said it sucks. So yeah, he right. You right.
I didn't take that no way.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, however, I didn't. I mean, we're a community, so you're allowed to speak on instantly. As soon as you hear something, if you don't agree, you're allowed to, speak your mind. So if it did suck, that's okay.
Man, listen, bro. People be on my behind on the chat too, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It was a couple shows I did. People was, so Duro, you saying this? I'm like, yes, I am. You know what I mean? It's all right, you know what I mean? But that's what make the live fun, because it's if you know what you know, and it's educational for somebody who does not know, you know what I'm saying? So it just makes it a lot more easier. So when I talk to dog men and dog women in the chat, and they question me, because I remember it was one show somebody said something, I can't remember who it was, but it was like, man, I ain't trying to like call you out or nothing. And I was like, no, don't take it like that, because I'm just that type of person where I'm like, oh, you know what?
No, that's your position.
You know
you in that position for that. Like that's the position that you play right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like coach got to understand at the end of the day, like there's gonna be interviews and people gonna need to ask the coach questions before they ask the team.
Right. Right.
And that's just that.
I got you, man. So about Malawai or something, but he had been doing it for real for I think like 12 plus years. I got you. That's somebody that I don't know who y'all talking about.
Hey, chat, we got a yawn.
That's the first one, actually, man.
It is too. That's why I called you out.
That's the first door. Yeah, that's the first door yawn, man.
Yeah, we could not let that go past, bro. I'm calling you out on
that. Man, we getting old, man.
Hey, Mac, you still there, man?
Nah, he sleep. Oh, he up. I thought he was asleep, man. I thought you was asleep, Mac.
Nah, I go on mute. I ain't talking.
Yeah, but no, you can't be on mute about this breeding though. You gotta be alive with it. We got to communicate. I gotta know what's going on, man.
Man.
And now for real, because for one, you like go ahead, bro.
Let me ask you guys something. So when y'all do this breeding, are you guys doing ABKC papers or are you guys doing like different paperwork?
I'm ABKC or no for sure on that. No, that's ABKC. I will hope. Okay. And I'm not even sweating that, but I just know like on my behalf, he ABKC for sure.
Okay.
But however, equally we need each other. We need an outcross, man. Like we sitting on pretty much a stock of the same blood, bro, and on multiple different ways. You know what I mean? And we need an outcross, and it's a brotherhood. So I don't see why we wouldn't make that happen. And bring
y'all definitely gonna make it happen, man. That's what collaboration canines is all about, baby. Sure. You know, you guys are doing my vision when I created collaboration canines. You know, when I created it, you know, I was around other people, but you know what I mean, I kept the vision that I wanted when, you know what I'm saying, when I was on my own. And it's like one of those things, it was like, man, like being around brothers that, you know, got the same, you know, enthusiasm about dogs, man, it makes it that much better. You know what I'm saying? So seeing you guys wanting to do that and make that happen, man, that just made me be like, yo, that's what's up, man. Because that's part one of it right there. You know what I'm saying? That it's gonna be part 2 and it's gonna be part 3 or something. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, once Abla and CDC get their thing going, you know what I'm saying? You know, it'll be more. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love, man. But I just like seeing black people doing what we doing. No, you know, positive, man. No hating. You know what I mean? Like none of that corny stuff, but like straight real dog man talk, man. Straight real dog man, how you carrying it. You ain't carrying it like no suckers. You carrying it like brothers, and the brotherhood is sticking out, man. Just look at it, man. Like we deserve a round of applause for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I just like that, man. I mean, just look how my girl Samba Kennels is doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like she got people from different places. You know.
No, you need a team. You need a team, man.
You do, and she got people in. She want different countries. She want everything. You know what I'm saying? So when you just see that, you know, that dedication that she has. I mean, I've always had it, but like, you know what I mean, just kind of see a dog woman have that thing about her. It's just like, man, it's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And then she positive too. Like she ain't with all that, you know, backstabbing, backbiting, hating, like none of that, man. So it's like, you know, that's what I'm about, man. Like that growth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I told everybody, man, join the community. If you subscribe to Duro Ricio Bullycamp on YouTube, join the community, man. Post your dogs. Socials then post his dog. Post your dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? Post your dogs. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the bloodline. Let's talk about what you thinking about them. Let's talk about whatever, man. Like post your dog, show that love, man. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to Sosa
That's what
Den
it's all
too. I see
about.
the likes, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
he
he show love,
yeah.
bro. He show
I'm talking
love.
about. That's what I said. Shout out to Sosa Den for sure. Because I be
Yeah,
working,
he
I do
show
so
love.
much, so sometimes I only have a second to tap in, and I'm like, I try to tap in while I'm in the middle of, you know what I mean, doing something. When I get a second, I'm like, I really
Hey
only
man.
had that second. It was,
So
for
let
sure.
me
I
ask
see
you
they
this,
there.
man. Let me ask you this, bro. We had Vito on last week from Cyber Kennels Midwest, but you know he got his Braveheart Bulldogs and all that, and we was talking basically about his Bravehearts. We ain't really get into the Brazilian Bulls, but we gonna have part 2 with Vito, right? But check this. You heard what Vito said about us, right? Like he said, "Oh man, you know they seem to be some pretty good dogmen over there." You know what I'm saying? And for a person that been doing
I
it
tapped
as
into
long
that
as he been
interview.
doing it,
Yeah,
hey man, to see a person do it as long as he been doing it, to have that recognition of us, man, that should all make us feel good. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't do it for the recognition, but at the same time, you know what I'm
It
saying? Just
matters.
us, it matters, bro. Just us being in a, and being together, having a team. You got, like you said, you gotta have a team, bro. You know what I'm saying? In different ways. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Even if somebody just there for advice. You know what I'm
No,
saying? But it
that's real because
matters.
he was spreading light because the people he was speaking to who was on their podcast, they was unfamiliar. You know what I mean? And that's just bringing light on the situation because they was like
Exactly.
asking questions and they like, well, how was it over there? He like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like they seem to know what's going on over there. Like,
But that's what I'm
like
saying.
they're not running a program how we running ours, but they running a
Nah,
program over there. Like, and
they
that's what
running a
matters. For
legit
sure.
one. And
Yeah,
that's
he
what I'm
didn't have to
saying.
speak on that at all, but
At
yeah,
all.
for sure. Much respect,
At all.
much love.
And that's why I told Aria thank you, because that's why I told her thank you, because she didn't have to, you know what I'm saying,
Let it
ask
play,
that either.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
or let it
Like
play.
yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why I was like, thank you again, Queen, because, like you ain't had to do that. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys know, man, that's like I said on the post, that's the only podcast that show us love like that. Nobody else mention us. Nobody else show us love. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really give us the respect we deserve. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we ain't looking for it. But at the same time, just having somebody that's positive like us speak on us, that was 100 for me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Major.
For real, bro. Cause that's how it is, bro. I keep trying to tell people, man, like when you keep God first, man, and you know what I'm saying, that your positivity and your heart shows a lot more, bro. You get more love than you hating on people. You know what I'm saying? That's how you block your blessings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like for me, like that's why
But
you don't
like
see
we
me
always
hating.
say, man, don't feed it, it won't grow, bro.
Absolutely, I don't.
You
And
got
I
to
don't.
feed it if you want it to grow. So but on a positive note though, like this Vito, for instance, like just spreading that love, like just feeding it helps it grow. So anything, whether it's negative or positive, like you can have a positive, but if you don't keep feeding positive into positive, then
you gotta
it
feed
dies
the positive.
off. And the same with negative.
So we don't even give negative no light, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't even want negativity to even have a little bit of light. We want to keep that in the dark. But the positive, we want to ride that wave as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? So we had technically we had what? Let me see. 1, 2. Technically we had 4 guests on the show. You know what I'm saying? Technically. You know what I'm saying? We had Rain. Rain started it off. You know what I mean? Unscripted podcast. You know what I mean? And then, we had Rain. Then we had Coach 3 on the show. You know what I'm saying? 3 came in. He gave us a good interview. And then we had Rogue on the show. Rogue gave us a really good interview as well. And so like, you know what I'm saying? I got somebody else that I want to bring to the lounge as well that said they was willing to do it. And You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those things, man, where it's like now, like people is like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain people still won't come, but that's all right. But the people that will come, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I put up the post and I was like, hey man, anybody who ever came to the lounge, man, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have to. You didn't have to give us an interview. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you busy, got what you got going on in your life and your kennel or whatever the case is. So to take time to come and chop it up with us was major. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just that type of person. Like the smallest thing, just you know what I'm saying, just give me more motivation. So I'm just that type of person. I'll take the smallest
I
thing.
like how Rogue was very consistent on that bite work though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like how he's very consistent on that bite work.
Della's World. Good night, beloved. Much love, man. I'm sure we're gonna chop it up tomorrow, bro. I mean, go ahead, get your rest, man. Take care of that dog, man. But yeah, man, Rogue is a really good dog, man, bro. But he's another one, bro. One thing I like about Rogue, man, is he real positive, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he don't get involved in the foolishness or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I like brothers like that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how you have it, you know what I'm saying? Not getting involved into the foolishness, you know what I mean? Staying positive and keeping, the main thing, like Joe and her say, you know what I mean? And that's what this was about. The main thing is these dogs, man. Main thing is talking dogs. Like less about us, but we talking dogs. Separation anxiety is important from puppies because people don't understand, how important it is from as as soon as the puppy come out the mom, as soon as they born, that whelping stage is very important, man. You know what I'm saying? On how you shape them out to be, and how they shape out to be dogs. You know what I'm saying? So that's
where it
very
starts.
important.
Yeah,
that's where it starts.
That is the start, absolutely.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's why I was telling. That's what I was telling Nell Mack before the chat. Like these puppies that I got now, I ain't never heard a litter of puppies that didn't whelp or whine. Like, it's different.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's always gonna be one that's gonna test you and show you something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? How you do it to, make sure you don't fail them, and if you keep some or if you let them go to the public, that you didn't fail them, as pups. You fed them correctly, so they're not going there, with food aggression. They're not going there, with no manners at all already. Different, you might sell a puppy or rehome a puppy at a different age. So, just making sure that you cross your T's and dot your I's, is very important, with that. And that's the main thing that I like to, this show was a very important show. Like this really talking about dogs. It's not really so much about opinions. This is like real information. Like you want to make sure you break your dogs in your kennels and your crates the right way, and they have an understanding so you don't lose teeth or have gum problems, or you know what I'm saying, they have to go through a major dental surgery that's going to cost you $10,000. Understanding what you're supposed to understand helps you all the time. Like I always say, to be aware is to be alive. So make sure that you're always aware of what you need to be aware of, and take that information, and just apply it to what you got going on. I'm never trying to tell you to make and do what I do or think like I think. That's not what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm telling you is I'm making you aware. So now you can be aware of things. People got problems with shots and giving your dog shots, and then people at the same time use bleach and different chemicals around your dog. So it's no different than your dog inhaling stuff and your dog getting vaccines. All right. So I mean, it's one or the other, people. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have to spread fear. We don't have to continue to, this, that, and that. We don't have to do all that, man. We just know the facts. Educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to take my word or you don't want to take someone else's word, educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? and then you'll see
Yeah,
for
if
yourself.
it
You'll
ain't
say,
for you,
okay,
it ain't
man,
for you, man.
that Duro guy, he said a couple things that was correct. You gonna understand, you know what I mean? But you're not gonna understand if you not yourself, you know what I'm saying, not trying to educate yourself on what you need to educate yourself on. So like that's what Duro Ricio Bullycamp is for. That's why I said I wanted to make people aware of the different health problems and different things that I see in the emergency room. This is what I want to make you aware of. So when you listen to me, I'm not telling you to feed your dog like I feed my dog. I'm just telling you, hey man, you might want to put a little bit more moisture in your bowl if you feeding kibble. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna help your dog break down the carbohydrates. And that way, you don't get no constipation. All right, severe constipation in humans is deadly, and it is the same way for dogs. Okay, I'm not telling you nothing that you can't apply to your kennel or be aware of. It's just to make you better. That's it. You know?
Yeah, that was well put, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, that was well put.
Thank you, man.
Because I tell
try
people
to-
sometimes, man, the same thing you just said, though, try that water, and they're just like, my dog, he ain't never getting no bigger. She ain't never getting no bigger. I'm like, I done told you for like 2 years in a row. I know we done had private conversations, public conversations, like add water to your dog. And then, like, not even like that, but you do a pop-up visit because we friends or family, whatever you grew up in. It's like, bro, the dog ain't
Right.
got no food in the bowl, ain't got no water, no none of that. So I know that
Right.
was a dead conversation. But
Absolutely. Fresh water is very important when you have a dog. Having fresh water and having the bowl clean, a lot of people just refill the bowl up. But you know what I'm saying? All the parasites that's from their mouth, you know, is all on the bowl, you know. And
number one,
so now you don't
a natural cause,
in
the
there
sun. The sun. If you leave a dog bowl out for 4 days in the sun, it's gonna create algae like a pond in your dog bowl.
Absolutely.
Your water,
Absolutely.
the dog bowl gonna be green. You ain't have to change it. You ain't gotta check it. In 4 days, at 98 degrees, there's gonna be algae in your dog bowl.
You can
sure, if you don't.
You kind of beat certain stuff when you right. Like the plastic hold more bacteria, as everybody know. Plastic holds more bacteria, so that's why everybody got away from the plastic bowls, right? And the metal bowls is a whole lot better. They are, and so you
Durable.
gotta understand how,
More durable.
would you?
Durable.
Well, they more
the metal
durable,
bowl
but
is
they
more
more healthy.
durable. Yeah.
But they're more healthy too. You know what I'm saying? Because they stainless steel. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just what you want more your dog to eat out of, because the gums and the teeth is very important. Like I said that before in one of my shows. Understanding how important dental health is for your dogs, and cleaning the bacteria and the plaque off their teeth helps the heart. You know, go check out that premiere video about heart health in your dog. And if you haven't watched it, you're gonna be like, oh man, I didn't know this. You know what I'm saying? It's good information to help you. But not, feeding in a plastic bowl. They don't even want us to drink water out of plastic bottles, even though we do. You know what I'm saying? Or they say once you drink the water out the bottle, don't refill it because of the bacteria. So, just knowing different things helps your dog health. Everybody talk about deworming, but a lot of people don't talk about probiotics to go along with the deworming, right? Or don't even deworm effectively, right? So knowing how to do these things help your dog out in the long run. However you do it, right? But if you saying, oh man, I can't get rid of worms, then that means you ain't doing worming right, beloved. So you need to revise your strategy because it ain't working for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Oh, American Sin. Oh, Lee Robinson dogs. American Sentinels.
Them
Yeah,
like those
I like Lee
Doberman
Robinson
type dogs,
dogs.
right? Like almost like those Doberman picture type.
Yeah, they kind of look like that a little bit. Yeah.
Like with that crop tail, but a taller, sleeker Doberman,
Yeah.
almost hybridish. Yeah, yeah. I follow him, and I follow him off of YouTube.
Yeah,
too.
me too.
That's funny. But I follow his IG though. But I researched it. I ran into him off of YouTube, and I follow him more off of like, the knowledge of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I was saying about those bull terriers and those pressos. Like, I'm not saying that I like every mixture of dog, but for the people who have a vision and you crossbreed dogs or out crossbreed dogs, and you got a vision, once you get close to that, I kind of get it. You know what I mean? But along the way that, the rough patch is a rough patch.
If you type in inbreed, line breed, anything like that on YouTube, more than likely you gonna pop up.
Right.
I ain't hear you, beloved. What you say?
I said if you type in inbreeding, line breeding, creating your own bloodline, anything like that, you gonna pop up.
Oh, Lee Robinson?
Yep.
Yeah, like if you look up inbreed,
he a
or
real
line
dog,
breed.
man. BJ, what did he say?
If you look up inbreeding or line breeding, like if you like trying to learn about it and research it, eventually you gonna run into Lee Robinson's name.
Oh yeah. That's what I thought he said. Okay, I thought you were saying something else. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's saying basically you don't even have to even type his name in. Like, but if you researching like what is inbreeding or who the inbred or any of that, like
there's line breeding.
Yeah, across the database.
Yeah, just like he said, just like Live Your Life said, he will be a breed one day. They do make it sure of it for sure. I respect it, man. I respect it. You know what I mean? It's not many real dog men. I can't even say not really. It's really, I respect all the real dog men. Like real dog men. Like I respect them. Like, you know what I mean? It's not really somebody I would be like, oh man, I don't. Nah. Just the fake people. But the real people, I got love, none but love and respect for genuinely. And that's what I want on my show, man. Like, I just want all real dogmen on my show. I don't want no imposters or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we started off, like, Rain was in the pressers a lot. He said he dealt with pits, and I think he had bullies or something like that, too. But, like, he was in, like, the pressers and stuff, early on. You know what I mean? Dog, man. You know what I'm saying? Coach built his own band dogs and his own dogs. You know what I mean? Real dog, man. Can't take nothing away, right? Rogue built his real dogs. You know what I'm saying? Real dog. Can't take nothing away from him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then we got Vito up here. Yeah. Same thing. Real dog, man. You can't take nothing away from him. So, like, I want to continue with that. I don't want no
dog men and dog women.
Foolishness.
That go both ways.
I want to keep everybody authentic.
You hear me, bro?
Oh yeah, I'm welcome. Yeah, I'm welcome. I'm welcoming all dog women.
Yeah.
I'm welcoming all dog women. Yeah, dog women already know that though. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of real dog men, but just like anything else, there's more fake, but still a lot of real ones. There's a lot of fake ones, bro. It is, man. It's a lot of. I realize though, just from me being on YouTube, for as long as I've been on YouTube, just watching certain people, the fakes really kind of filter their self out a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people don't even pop up in the algorithm no more. I don't know if they even still around. You know what I mean? But it's just certain people that they don't even say anything anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even hear from them no more. So a lot of people kind of like played themselves out where they like, man, I'm not listening to dude. I don't even care if he posts. I'm not watching it. You know what I'm saying? And people got out of there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, a lot of fake ones lost their fan base. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. So that's just how it is, man. But that's why being authentic and being you, just like people gonna grasp towards you because they're gonna say like you ain't trying to talk like nobody else or have nobody else philosophy. Like your philosophy is yours, your blueprint is yours, and that's why I always want people to say about Duro. You know what I'm saying? Like my philosophy is mine, and I just got so many avenues to me that it's just like I could talk about anything. I could talk about breeding. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about health. Like I could talk about nutrition. If we want to get into nutrition, like there's so many different avenues that I can talk about though. I can talk about training. There's so many different things I can talk about though.
No, we gonna talk
I got
about
experience with.
Yeah, we gonna talk about
exactly. Oh, okay, BJ. All right.
You know I'm here, bro.
all right. No doubt, man. No doubt, man. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, man. But it's been 2 hours on this John, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end this John, y'all, man. I appreciate everybody that came, bro. Live your life. It's so good to see you back in the chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's here, man. I appreciate all y'all for real, for real. Like y'all make the show, man. The conversations, the comments, everybody. You know what I mean?
For sure. Because one thing we can't get back is the time we done spent, y'all.
Not at all. Biz, Lorena,
we can't replace
Jayard, Della's World, Gorilla Back. Who else? Rogue Wolf, my guy, Bakari, Lucky Mills, my boy, Lucky Mills, man. Who else, man? A lot of us was CDC, my guy all day. He's in the chat. Thank you, Javi, for coming. You know what I mean, and checking us out and trolling in the chat, bro. Like I appreciate the troll, man. You know what I mean? You actually one of the people that can troll.
I don't know where you at tonight though, but 416, we're gonna shout you out too for sure, man.
Shout out to Abla Bang Bang. Abla Bang Bang came in the chat. I appreciate you, Abla. You already know that, man. Much love always, bro. Arena. Who else, man? Did I miss anybody? Because a lot of us was talking. Y'all was talking. I mean, it's a lot of chats, man. It's a lot of talk, man. Live your life. Who else? Live your life kind of carried it after that, man. He was him and Della's World. Yeah, they was kind of just like, oh, okay, all right. Okay. I appreciate it though, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Good show. Tony. Oh, Tony, you was here, bro. Thank you, Tony. You was at, man. I appreciate that, Tony. Man, how I forget you, bro. I meant to shout you out early in the show, Tony, because you always here, bro. You know what I mean? But shout out to you, Tony. Always in the chat, always showing love with your positive energy. And you know what I'm saying? And you get our jokes and all that, bro. So, yeah, I'm sorry, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tony, man. Always, bro. You know what I mean? Good show, man. I've been quiet. You just, I got it. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Good show. I'm gonna hit you, Duro. Hit me, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, I ain't Hollywood.
I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them.
I talk to anybody
too, bro.
You know what I'm saying? As long as it's 100. Oh yeah, you could do that, bro. Show them pups, man. You know what I mean? Show them pups. 100. I've been quiet, but you talking now, Tony, so it's all good, man. I appreciate you being here either way, Tony. I don't care, bro. You quiet, you in the back, you know what I mean? You just chilling, eating your chicken wings or whatever, bro. Whatever it is, cleaning the yard, man, walking the dogs. I don't care. I appreciate it.
As long as you're tuning in.
Bro. I do, man. That's all. That's all, man. If y'all have hit that like button for your brother, I mean, shout out everybody again one more time. Shout out my brothers, man. I appreciate y'all. Nelly, Nell, Mac, my brothers Kennel, Yellow One, and I'm Duro Bulls, aka Duro Ricio Bullycamp. And I appreciate everybody who comes to the podcast. I might see y'all one more time this week. If I don't, I'll definitely see y'all next weekend. I mean next Wednesday, but I probably will see y'all again this week. So look out for one more episode this week of Duro Lounge. I think I might have something for y'all in the premiere. But you ain't hear that from me. Maybe you did. But y'all know my slogan, man. Rest in peace, Dice. Ain't nothing nice. We only get one, so make sure you enjoy this life. One love, one dog, one bone. Easy.
I mean, the American Pit Bull and the Bully, they're like family to us, you know?
It's the loyalty, man. Nothing like it.
Yep, they're special. And remember, new Duro Lounge podcast episodes are out every Wednesday.
I'm hard, I'm tough, I'm Duro. My dogs stay healthy, my money stay true. I'm from the P where the streets stay cool. 20 stay living, that's the golden rule. I've been ballin' for years, now you know. Welcome to the Bullycamp, we the crew, where the real ones shine and the fake ones lose. Step into the light if you're ready to move. We the kings, we the ones that they praise. Living fast, in the glow auto blaze. Money straight, like a second maze. We the kings, till the end of our day. I'm Duro, my dogs stay healthy, my money stay true. I'm from the P where the streets stay cruel. 20 and stay living, that's the golden rule. We the